At the column near the motor end, it is necessary to first connect the 3 wires of the power box. Motor wire, light strip wire, windproof roller blind wire runs from the bottom of the column to the top of the column. Install the column connector into the middle slot of the column. Tighten the screw with a hex wrench. The bottom of the connector should be flush with the edge of the column. Fit the bottom plate to the column. Fix with screws. Take out the crossbeam and crossbeam connectors. Insert the connector into the crossbeam. Tighten the hexagonal socket screw. Take out the other end of the crossbeam and insert it into the connector. Tighten the hexagonal socket screw. Take out the corresponding sink and install it on the crossbeam. Note that the 2 ends of the sink are different. The sink is fixed by the slot on the crossbeam. Take out the middle crossbeam and sink. Pay attention to whether the 2 ends of the sink are the same. The sink is fixed by the slot on the crossbeam. Join the crossbeams of the installed sink together. Fix with hex screws. Take out the lower seat connector and install it under the crossbeam. Tighten the hexagonal socket screw. Lift up the installed crossbeam. Install onto the pillar. The 2 metal sliders on the back of the crossbeam should be placed in the corresponding slots of the column. Insert the lower seat directly into the pillar. Fix with internal hexagonal screws. Tighten the screws on the crossbeam with a hex wrench. Install the crossbeams on both sides. Tighten it with a hex wrench. Connect the light strip connector and the motor connector separately. The power cord for the rolling shutter will be connected later. After all the beams are installed, it is also necessary to check whether the diagonal length of the column is consistent. Take out the sink light strip. Thread the wire at the head of the light strip out of the water trough threading hole on the side of the motor crossbeam near the column. Attention, when the light strip passes through the corner of the pillar, be careful to push and pull it to avoid damaging the light strip. The light strip wraps around the sink in a circle. Take out the male and female connectors and quick connectors. Connect lines of the same color together. Take out the lampshade and press the corresponding lengths of lampshade into the lamp slot. Blade installation. The slots on the motor crossbeam are labeled with different types of blades. When installing blades, follow the label instructions for installation. Install regular blades in areas without labels. Due to the particularity of the motor blades need to be assembled by themselves. Complete the installation of the blades in sequence. Take out the linkage rod. Connect the blades with screws. Be careful not to tighten the screws too tightly, just tighten the blue rubber ring completely. Plug in the power supply of the electrical box. Unscrew the screw. Take out the remote control. Switch the channel to 1. Press the up button to push the lever forward. Press the stop button after reaching the screw position. Push the rod to stop and then insert it into the screw. Reinstall the screw. Install cable box cover. Simply screw 3 2-4 self-tapping screws into the groove of each cable box cover. Install the top cover of the column and tighten the screws. Installation of roller blinds. Unscrew the hexagonal socket screw on the guide rail. Split the track into upper track, rubber strip, and lower track. Insert the left and right lower tracks into the end cover. Stand up the roller blind and install it on the pavilion. When the roller blind is close to the pavilion, the power cord of the roller blind should be threaded through the opening on the pillar first. The edge of the rolling shutter should be level with the edge of the pavilion beam. Use a laser level to shoot straight lines on the left and right tracks to ensure verticality. Tighten the self-tapping screw. After fixing, it is also necessary to measure whether the length of the two diagonal lines of the roller blind is consistent. We also need to measure whether the upper, middle, and lower dimensions are consistent. Rubber strip installation. One end with a triangular opening facing upwards. Insert roller shutter zipper. We also need to check if all the sponges are stuffed into the track. Install the track. Twist back the screws that were previously removed and insert the rubber plug. The installation of the following sets of roller blinds shall be carried out in the same manner as the first set. Roller blind line connection. Take out the three-way connector and connect the main power cord, rolling shutter power cord, and the next set of power cords. The power cord connecting to the next set is usually pre-embedded in the crossbeam. The wiring of the other side roller blind can be done according to the previous method. Plug in the roller blind power supply. Take out the remote control. Switch the channel to 3. Press the up or down key. Check if the roller shutter is running normally. Drill holes in the bottom plate with an impact drill. Install the expansion screw and tighten it. Installation is complete.